What's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. So today I'm tackling a fun home upgrade. I'm installing under cabinet lighting in the kitchen and under the island. Check out the before. Kinda dull, right? Let's light this place up. So here's what I'm working with today. The Black & Decker Smart Push Wire Lighting Kit. And I went with this setup because it's super easy to install, has smart features, RGB capabilities, and the quality is solid. I'll be using one kit for the cabinets and another for the island. So cracking open the box, here's what you get. 6 LED light bars, 25 feet of jumper wire, a control box with a sensor, a 48-watt adapter and plug, a junction box, plus the wire and bar clips you need. For this setup, I'm skipping the junction box and just using the plug and adapter instead, keeping it simple. Here are all the tools you'll need to get this install done. A power drill, some drill bits, and a wire cutter. A flat wire cutter works best for this kind of job, but if you don't have one, no worries. The one I'm using here gets the job done just fine. Alright, so here's the game plan for the install. I'm starting with the control box and the plug adapter. It's critical to set up and plan out these two items first so that they're in a central location of your install. The control box will be located right under the cabinet where you see the blue circle. You also want the control box in a reachable location because it also has a sensor on the box to turn the lights on. The plug adapter will be located where you see the red circle since there's an outlet up there. Once that's set, I'll begin on the bottom right side of the cabinets and work my way up installing the LED lights, row by row. And after that, I'll move on to the island and follow the same install procedure. The control box and plug adapter will go in first. Then I'll mount the LED lights along the path marked with the red arrows. Same flow, just a different spot. Alright y'all, let's get this show on the road. First up, we're laying out the LED light bars in the spots where they'll be installed. This is just to get a feel for placement before locking anything in. And like I mentioned earlier, we'll start by installing the plug adapter and the control panel. First, I'm plugging in the adapter into the outlet up top. Then drilling a hole into the corner of the cabinet to run the wire to the control box. If you're drilling holes, try to keep them as close to the cabinet corners as possible. This helps to keep things low key and looking clean. So I'm also running and installing the jumper wire into one side of the control box. Here's how it looks mounted under the cabinet with that first jumper wire in place. As you can see, I'm leaving the adapter unplugged for now. I'll wait until the entire install is done before powering everything up. So now it's time to start installing the actual LED light bars. I'm starting from the bottom and working my way up. Right here, I'm measuring out the jumper wire I'll need for each connection, just making sure I've got the right length before locking anything in. Okay, so let me give you a closer look at how to cut and strip the jumper wire. Ideally, you'd want to use a flat wire stripper for this, but I'm just using a regular one. It still gets the job done as long as you're careful. The wire has two layers to strip. First, you've got the outer white layer that covers everything. You want to strip that off to expose the 4 inner wires. Once that's done, each of those colored wires will need to be stripped individually. And once you strip the wires, go ahead and straighten them out so they're easy to work with. Next, grab your LED light bar and remove the end cover to expose the wire channels. Then just match each wire to each corresponding color and insert them into the correct slots. Follow the same process throughout the install. And I'll now speed things up and let you watch the install of the bottom row. Okay, so I'm just about done installing the first 3 lights, and now it's time to move up to the second row of cabinets. I'm drilling a hole to run the jumper wire through the cabinet and up to that second row, keeping everything clean and connected. And I'll follow the same process on the second row. But after installing the first light, I'm running the jumper wire through the top cabinet, right where my plug is located, and connecting it to the control panel I already installed. This is exactly why it's important to plan ahead and figure out where your control panel will go. When it's all mapped out right, everything ties together smoothly. And as you can see, I'm now installing the second light on the middle row and connecting it to the other side of the control panel. This helps complete the loop and keeps everything powered and synced up. And after connecting that last light on the middle row, I'm now running my wires and making my way up to the top row of the cabinets. And a quick tip for when you get to the top row. Make sure to give the cabinets a good clean first. This helps the lights stick properly and stay in place. As you can see here, there was quite a bit of dust and dirt up top, and that definitely would have kept the lights from sticking the way they should. And after I finished cleaning the cabinets, I went ahead and finished up the install. And now I'm moving on to the island lighting and following the same steps as before. To keep that seamless look I'm going for, I decided to pull out the dishwasher so I can hide the wires and keep everything out of sight. And like I mentioned earlier, the first step is getting the control panel and plug adapter secured. Once that's in place, I can start mapping out the lights and running the wires as usual. And after getting the lights installed, I went back around and used the wire clips that came with the kit to tidy everything up. Good wire management really makes the whole setup look clean and professional. And once the wire management is all done, go ahead and plug the adapter into the control panel. And just like that, watch your work come to life. So now that the physical install is complete, watch as I connect both sets of lights to Google Home. Google Home is my preferred smart app, but you can also use Amazon Alexa. This will enable the smart feature capabilities like turning on and off the lights, the automation, light dimming, and changing the color of the lights. Thanks for watching, everyone. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so you won't miss the next video.